Here's a fix that I just found that I thought I'd share with my gearhead friends. Yesterday, when I was letting Henry run, I had a leak under the bottom of the car, and I looked, and it was obviously coming from the radiator, and it looked like it was coming from right underneath the top radiator hose connection because it was running down the radiator. But when I traced it and came up, it was actually coming from right here. If I can get my finger in here. My fingers, this is where the overflow tube connects to. And what had happened was the overflow tube had broken off at the connection on the neck. And that's it right there. You can see where it broke. And it's just old. And so I looked at it, and I could have taken it to a radiator shop, and for what it would have cost me to get that fixed and everything else for a little more, I could buy a radiator. I found a good one for 180, 200 bucks online. But then I did some searching, and I found this little doodad right here. This is a Dorman. I think it's a 10691 is the part number, I believe. Don't quote me on that. But this little thing is, all I had to do was, there was a little bit of the old tube sticking out here. It had about 1/4 of an inch. I just had to grind that off smooth and then sand it with sandpaper so it had a smooth surface here. And then the inner shaft of this comes in from behind, as you can see down there, right there. And it comes in from behind and it goes through, and then this shaft goes over it, but there's a little O-ring that goes on the outside of this too. So you push the O-ring all the way on, and then this outer shaft goes on here, and the last part of this inner shaft is threaded. So then you just, turn this and tighten it up, and it pulls against that O-ring and seals. And I just let this thing run for about 15 minutes. It got up to about 190. I let it run, get up to pressure, do everything, and so far, knock on wood, no leaks. So this is a $20 fix as opposed to a $200 fix. So the guys at Napa had never seen one of these before. I ordered it online, and when I went to pick it up, they had not seen it before, and so they were asking me how it worked, and I explained to them what it was for. And so anyway, just an interesting fix. If you ever have that problem, this seems to be an easy solution. Time will tell whether this thing keeps working or not. But so far, so good. So I got my fingers crossed.